Just before we start, while I was editing this video, it did look like I might be asking for money for CBD oil. That's not what I'm doing at all. It's just me explaining my story of CBD oil and what it's been like for me. Enjoy!
Hi everybody and welcome back to Hart Talks. Well, I hope you are coping well with the continued isolation that we are going through. It's hard, it's a bit mind-numbing, it is driving us all a bit crazy, but it's worthwhile and it's necessary. And every time you feel how hard things are for you, I think we've got to think about our healthcare providers and the people in the shops and the people that are emptying our bins and the people that are cleaning the streets, and they're continuing to do all these things. So a shout out as always to them. So this is a bit of a story time video. It's going to be telling you about my journey with CBD oil. Now I have some up here. So this is my CBD oil. This video isn't sponsored. If any CBD oil companies want to sponsor me, then please get in touch. So I started taking CBD oil about 12 months ago now. Now, I was one of those people that was very ill-informed as far as CBD oil was concerned. I take it for nausea and vomiting. Now, the nerves in my stomach are all damaged because of being diabetic and because of being diabetic for so long. We have nerves throughout our body, and one of the problems with diabetes is that it will attack and damage and kill a lot of the nerves that you have in your body. So the ends of my fingers, I don't feel them very well. The ends of my toes are very numb, all because the nerves have been affected. So the nerves in my stomach, which we also have, they control the way the motion moves, you know, your stomach processing food and things. So that's been a big problem for me, and nausea and vomiting has been a massive problem for me for four and a half years now. I have felt sick every single day for 4.5 years. And one of my doctors said to me, I should think about trying CBD oil. But then he said to me, I can't give you any advice of where to get it, any advice on who you should speak to. He just couldn't give me any advice further than saying, I think you should try CBD oil unofficially. So I had to learn about CBD oil, and I was really ill-informed. I was one of those people that thought that this bottle would get me high and that I would be floating and it would be like smoking a joint. And it's nothing like that at all. Nothing like that at all. I really threw myself into researching about CBD oil and what it does and what the benefits are, what the risks are, all those kind of things. And I started taking it, and I started taking 500 milligrams. I'm now on 1200 milligrams. I keep stepping it up each time because I'm not on a high enough dose at the moment. But there's a couple of problems. Well, let me tell you about the positives first. The positives are that CBD oil is known to help with many conditions: epilepsy, seizures, depression, anxiety, lots of things. Cancer. There's a lot of people that have taken CBD oil for cancer and their cancers have disappeared completely. So I really threw myself into researching CBD oil, and I was stunned. I was absolutely amazed at what this liquid does. So I felt that it could maybe help me. So the thing about CBD oil, I've spoken about the positives, what it can do. The things that are bad about it is that it's not available on the National Health Service. It's expensive, and each time you go up a dose, how expensive it is goes up also. Now I'm on 1200 milligrams, as I say. I need to be on a much higher dose than this, but I can't afford it at the moment. This bottle costs £80, and that bottle will last me 2.5 weeks. 2 weeks if things are bad, 3 weeks if I'm really lucky, you know, if I haven't been having to use it as often. But really I need to buy 2 bottles a month, and so it's expensive. And as I say, this is not a high enough strength for me. I need, from what I've worked out, I need a much higher dose than this. So what it does for me is it settles me slightly, and I don't know if that it settles my mind, or it settles my anxiety, or it settles, I'm not an anxious person, so I often think, well, it's not settling my anxiety. It doesn't take the nausea away, it just dulls it a bit. And even though it's not curing it, it's a help. Now, another bad thing about this is it tastes like crap. It really does. It's like chewing a leaf. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not pleasant, but the benefits of it make it worthwhile, you know. So it's an oil. So it looks a bit like olive oil, and you get that. You just pop it under your tongue like that. And let it yuck! It's rotten. It is rotten. It's nasty. But as I say, if it takes away my nausea, then it's worthwhile. A lot of people need CBD oil, and it helps a lot of people. You know, it's amazing what it's done for people with epilepsy and the seizures. You know, it's been a huge advantage to them. But again, the levels that I'm taking and that, you know, they would start off on are just not enough. But you have to start in the low dose and work yourself up. But a lot of people can't afford to go any higher than 1200 milligrams. So it's been a bit of a stop-start process for me. I've stayed on it for a year. I've continued to take the 1200 milligrams. Even though it's not strong enough, I've continued to take it because it does have other health benefits. It helps with mood, it helps with depression, it helps with, you know, issues like that. And obviously my mood has been affected by being this ongoing nausea has just been, it's been hard. So I thought taking the CBD oil isn't going to do me any harm. So I've continued with it. I would like to go a lot higher and see how that works, and if it works for me. And you know, it would be so good. It would have been so good to have got the advice from my doctors, you know, the doctors at the hospital, or to tell me where to buy it. But the way the law is, they are not allowed to tell me anything about it because the NHS, the National Health Service, don't approve it as a medicine. So it's a big, you know, there's so many studies, so much research, and so much, you know, that has been done about it, but still they won't accept it because then they will have to change their whole laws on drugs, you know. So it's a whole big kettle of fish. So yeah, kettle of fish. So anyway, that's my story about CBD oil. I will continue to take it. I will update you if I manage to go any higher onto the higher doses. The dose I need, I would look at spending about £500 to £600 a month. £500 to £600 a month to get the dose that I need. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe you know. Maybe you have had experiences of being on CBD oil. I would love to know what your experiences have been. So pop your stories or your comments in the comment section below, and it would be really interesting to know what other people's experiences with CBD oil have been, because, you know, I'm just going on my experience, but everybody, you know, not everybody's going to have the same experience on it. Continue being safe and looking after yourself. Now, I know some people that watch my videos have been affected by COVID, and it's a scary time, and I know that you have been through something scary, and it's great to know that there's been a couple of people in my circle that have gone through it, that have got through it, you know, and been very lucky. So let's just think about all those people that are going through it and struggling with it at the moment. Yes, that is my fire detector, my fire alarm detector thing going off. I've been in this flat for 3 years and I've never changed the battery. Now I can't work out how to open the bloody thing. I've been up a ladder for ages trying to get the thing open. I can't get it open. So sorry about the noise. But yes, leave me your comments, your messages, your experiences. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe to Hart Talks. I still want your subscriptions. It's so important. It's so necessary. Every time you like a video, every time you share a video, it gets a bit more recognition for my channel. So thank you. Take care. I will see you again in a week's time. Look after yourself, everybody.